somehow, and you can't do that from within YouTube. You can only do it from StreamYard. Hey, welcome everybody. I don't know if we got everybody here, but I just want to let you know that we are having some technical difficulty. I can't get everybody else on here. Let's see if this thing, I got to do something with that. Hey, good morning.
Hey, what's up?
We can't get the StreamYard to go to YouTube. We're all on StreamYard, but it is not on YouTube at the moment. Any help?
You can take YouTube down and then just sign into StreamYard, and then you enter the broadcast from there.
Yes, sign into from StreamYard or from YouTube?
StreamYard.
Okay, so I'm in StreamYard. We already got that rolling. Wherever I put
and
that
there
now.
should be a schedule.
Where do you see that scheduled? It's showtime.
You see it? And then there's an enter the broadcast to the right. When you click on it, maybe first.
It says scheduled. It doesn't say enter. It says edit.
No.
Oh, maybe it's go live.
Go live, yeah.
Oh my. All right, sorry. I think we got it. Okay, is it on there yet?
Let me see.
Julie's going to refresh the browser. We'll see if we're here yet.
Yeah, well, don't hang up till
It is not yet. Is it yet?
There we go. Yay!
Oh my God. Okay. Thanks for being patient, everyone. Holy moly. Let's see. Okay, turn the volume down on that. Thanks for being patient, everyone. Holy moly. Oh, I was stressing a little bit. But we are on YouTube. Success, success. Okay, and I gotta see that so I can monitor this. So cool.
And I'll answer.
Okay. Thanks, Laura, for putting this together. I don't know if we lost all our YouTube viewers already because we weren't quite rolling yet, but hopefully we join us again. Anyway, what we have here, we got Dr. Joe Sutcliffe over here, and then down here we got Ben Lipkin. Ben Lipkin is the major owner in Carpe Diem and the hemp store, and Julie. She's going to be modeling some of the products later. Anyway, hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. What I want to chat about is kind of help people. You know, Ben is a super knowledgeable resource on this. You know, I've had a couple of different hemp products in the office, a couple of different CBD products in the office. And I just love this because it's locally grown, and the company donates to Jared's. Sorry, am I in your face with that? Is that too much for you? I have my coach over here. Anyway, Ben, better for you to tell us about the company, perhaps.
Started North Star Hemp in 2018 after the Farm Bill was approved.
You are cutting in and out a little bit.
It's fine here.
Farm Bill.
You are cutting in and out a little bit. Say, Ben, I don't interrupt you, but it sounds like something is really messing with your microphone. Can you hear that over there, or is it clear? I'm got a headset, so I don't get any feedback.
Yes.
Is it okay over there?
It's a little.
It sounds like. Anyway, no matter. Sounds like moving around or something. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Carry on. Didn't mean to interrupt, but. Yeah, and it is the products, I mentioned this to people, and Dr. Joe, you can share your experience as well, but this sounds bizarre to people. I'm 59 years old and I just never hurt. I don't have any hurts anywhere unless I do something really stupid, which I haven't done recently, which is fairly nice. So what I did was we had, this and the roll-on product that you set us up with. It's kind of a little, I don't know, like a little antiperspirant roll-on thingy, so you can put it on. They're like, yeah. Anyway, we put that on people at the office because it may surprise some of the watchers here that people coming in our office hurt. They got all kinds of problems, and we're pretty stunned by the results. The results were, people were pretty impressed. I don't know. I think we sold like 2 or 3 dozen of these things already in about whatever a month. So people pretty fired up about that. A couple dozen of those buggers, which is a cream and the roll-on. But what I wanted to do was, Dr. Joe, if you had experience with that, if you want to share with it, I know my wife uses the product on her hip. She has a very interesting, she won't mind my sharing this. She has it's like a cyst. No, we can't even identify it on an MRI, on a teeny deep muscle in her hip. And it's apparently irretrievable surgically without hacking off the top of a femur and putting in a new titanium ball on the whole project. Seems kind of radical to me. So we've been trying to manage it with these products, and seems to help pretty well. So very safe. I was going to talk about the endocannabinoid system and what the connections are and why that works. I was kind of surprised to learn the actual pharmacology of why this works. It actually works by signaling the synapse to stop across the synapse, and it signals the cell to quit producing, much almost in the same class of like an SSRI, which does this weird thing, which which stops the synapse from reabsorbing serotonin, and that's how it actually exerts its effects. But the endocannabinoid system is throughout your body and your nervous system, throughout everywhere in your body, and there's 2 major versions of this. Am I right, Ben? 2A and B. Yeah. And would it be correct to say that one is more nervous system and affect, and the other one is more musculoskeletal, or not? Yeah or no? But crossover between them, if I got that. Yeah. So that's the other thing. Probably some of the viewers here use hemp seeds. Hemp seeds, a protein thing, and also anti-inflammatory because of the type of oil that's in it. What's the relationship between hemp seeds and this hemp? Just out of curiosity, just because people will have that. I got it in my kitchen here. Hemp seeds sitting right below me. I'm sure people would have that very same question. Mhm, mhm. Yeah, what is that? Just so people know kind of the range, so they get kind of the idea. Do you know the THC? So legal limit, so people can. Yeah, that's the number, so people could feel safe and assured about that. I know I just mentioned it to somebody in the office the other day, and they said, "Oh no, I don't want anything to do with marijuana or hemp plants." And 0.3 or was it zero? Yeah, right. And comparatively, 15 to 25% for THC versions of the plant. Hmm. Yeah, and this, I think you can see that. That's the farm, if you can see that. There's the farmer. That's the farmer. It was cold that day. It was very cold. This was, I think, the day after Halloween or something, or right around that, I think was the situation with that. So, so well, on that note, Dr. Joe, let me just share this. I know I got a lot of light behind me, so you can't see this very well. Um, are you familiar with this, Ben? Yeah, so this is $175. And I'm a nice guy. And right. And it's 1500. What's in that, Ben? Right. And so that product you were just holding is how much? Right. And so I can't discern the difference between when I give people this and when I give people Carpe Diem products, other than it costs an arm and a leg for these other products. And these other products, by the way, are what do they call that? Pyramid marketing stuff. Makes me nuts. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try and put your product list up here. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try and give that a try while you're talking. If I can do that share, if I can find it again. Yeah, I think that viewers can see this document, which is your price list: full spectrum tinctures, THC-free isolate tinctures, pet tinctures, CBD beverage enhancers, topical lotions. I'm just sharing my screen, which I think everybody can see at this point. Gel capsules, topical lotions. Those are the main things that we actually use in our office: the topical lotions, the roll-on, and the cream. But talk a little bit, Ben, about how the tinctures are used, full spectrum and THC free.
So we have all our THC items are red, white, green, so we handed it out.
Mhm. You look marvelous, Ben. Way better than your hemp whacking field day. Hey, question from Sherry. You did kind of address it: sleep, but also fibromyalgia. How would it help someone with fibromyalgia? All right, I will give it a shot. Fibromyalgia, Sherry, as you know, mostly inflammatory disorder. People who suffer with that, and for viewers who don't know what fibromyalgia is, it is that when in our office, a person on the table, if you touch them, they are sore everywhere, like almost broken bone level sore. You can't touch them. Very hard to even adjust them. Very difficult. We sometimes have to resort to instrument adjusting to deal with it. It is just sore everywhere. Everything is inflamed and everything hurts all the time. Of course, whenever you think everything in your body, nothing, like it's not a point, when it's everything, then you have to look at, okay, what's going on system wide? And that is generally inflammation. And so any of these things, the CBD, a very good tool for dealing with inflammation, that would be the time where you switch to the tincture, Sherry, as opposed to smearing this up and down your whole body, um, because we have to address it from the inside out. Of course, then, as we talk about in our office all the time, diet, and it's predominantly, don't throw gasoline on the fire, but it gets complicated by the fact that in our culture right now, we have Roundup herbicide sensitivity. We got all these things, leaky gut, and all these things now complicated. So you have food sensitivities, you have inflammation, you got receptors going crazy in your body. But yeah, so this is a great tool for moving back the other direction. People who arrive at fibromyalgia have years and years of exposure to stuff that has to be undone. Another question. All right. Yeah. It's very interesting neurology, by the way, why that works. It's fascinating. It doesn't actually work to fix a problem, but it works to fool your brain. I don't know if people my age would remember on late night TV, they used to have this thing. It was a brush really on a roller, and you'd roll it up and down your arm. It had these little pins. You'd roll it up, and you're supposed to roll it over the area that hurt. And the reason it worked, it was a counter irritant. It actually sent messages to your brain, and it activated this gating mechanism, so it stopped hurting down your elbow. It's just really kind of a smoke and mirrors trick. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It works, but you just have to do it all day then. And that's kind of the deal with the camphor and the menthol. It's a counter irritant. It dilates the blood vessels and brings heat to the area. Feels very fascinating. It's almost like the same reason they put niacin in men's multivitamins at the like Twin Labs kind of stuff at the gym. I don't pick on them, but they do that so that people can feel their vitamin. All it does is dilate your blood vessels. Like, oh man, I can feel it's working. I'm getting pumped up. So there's stuff like that going on in the system. I really appreciate that yours is, oh, you know what? And I did want to ask you about this. And we're going to get to Katie's question as well on inflammation. But I wanted to ask you, there's a long, long, long list of essential oils in here. Tell us about that. Yes. That's funny because I was just out in La Jolla, California, and we did all. How you say that? Right, La Jolla or something. La Jolla, I don't know. I do have another question here, Katie. I don't know if you guys can see these questions. It's something that helps. Does this help with inflammation? All right. Okay. I also have a write-in question from last week on this. Tinctures or ingestibles for body parts, are they specific oral? Can you, in other words, I think the question is, can you use the oral stuff, tinctures, for specific body parts? So I guess the question is, for a body part, like in my wife's case, a hip, is it better to use oral, a tincture, or a topical? I guess is the question for a body part specific, a tennis elbow or a low back. Mhm. And you would use that more for again affect or anxiety, or more for low. Hmm. Hmm. He's talking about you, Dr. Joe. Just saying. That's that guy. Cool. So I don't want to keep people. I know that everybody's got family weekend here. I appreciate you being on. Appreciate everybody being on here. What I do want to do is offer to folks who want to get this because they tuned in today, discount. We don't really have online purchase, but I tell you what, if you send me an email that you're on here listening to today, vibrantlifecenter@gmail.com, that will get to us. Anybody who's listening, I see there's 10 of you, for gosh sakes, holy moly. We will give you, we'll go over what products you'd like, and if you want to get one product, we're going to give you 10% off. If you get two of something, we're going to give you 15% off. You get three or more things, I'm going to give you 20% off. How about that for Black Friday? Pretty fun. Yeah, I would just add this to that story, Ben. I have a brand new respect for, because formerly I would look at one of these bottles and I'd go, how is it possible that it costs that much? But after seeing what you have to go through, from literally planting seeds and little things that someone would start your tomato plants in your kitchen, and how many thousands did you do? Right, of these little things that you get a little tray for making tomatoes, and you did this with hemp plants, and you start the little baby plants, and then you got to go out, and because you don't want to spray it, you got to put down plastic in the rows, and then drill a little hole, and then place every little plant by hand, and then you got to go back and you got to whack these babies, and it's like cutting down trees, man. I've never cut a hemp plant before. These things were like cutting down trees. I was pretty surprised at the I don't know, the resistance, I guess, to being cut down. The gist of it, and then now all you did was you got a bunch of trees in a trailer that you can now have to process, and that whole. I was just stunned at how much work goes into this. So after seeing that, and then seeing you can sell this thing for $60, I'm impressed. Very, very, super cool, and most respect to you and Neil for what you guys are doing. It's helping people, and that's actually how you take care of yourself. You help others. I'm a firm believer in that. As whatever, if you're a banker or a CBD grower or a chiropractor or whatever it is, if you're helping others, it really, really has payback throughout your life and everybody around you. So I appreciate that you're part of the helping team. So anyway, thanks everybody for listening. Dr. Joe, do you have anything else you'd like to add? All right. I got nothing. All right. Thanks. Blessings, everybody. Have a great rest of your Thanksgiving weekend.